Hi, welcome to the Tech Blogger Minute. Today is Tuesday. This will be our second Tech Blogger Minute of the day, and joining us today, and I'll let everybody introduce themselves, I'm Chris Hoff.
Stuart Miniman, EMC.
James Urquhart, Cisco.
Omar Sultani, Cisco.
And Chad Sakac at EMC, aka the Virtual Geek.
The Virtual Geek. So
he's got to plug his blog.
He's got to plug his blog.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that, guys.
It is a Tech Blogger Minute.
They might know me that way, that's all.
Yeah, Anyway, so today's topics will be a roundout of what we covered yesterday. We talked about a bunch of stuff that's going to happen today, so we'll recap what we saw and some exciting new stuff that most of us observed walking around, filming, talking to partners, customers. So the first thing would be
Chambers keynote.
Mr. Chambers'
John
keynote.
Chambers, yeah. So was it as awe-inspiring as we hoped it would be in yesterday's?
It was pretty interesting. I mean, to me,
it was my first time that I actually got to see Chambers in person, and I mean, he delivers a presentation. 10,000 people in person, 3,000 people online, and I think it's like a personal connection with every one of them. Just some great vision, some great stuff that's coming out immediately, and you know.
He's
awesome.
always very dynamic and very personal.
it's like a Gallagher concert. You do not want to sit in the first two rows because he's going to ask you a question, right? Not to put you on the spot, but so yeah, it was fantastic actually. What was really interesting to me was the notion of speaking selfishly from Cisco's perspective, the expansion into adjacency
of 30 adjacent markets.
30 adjacent markets. That was an amazing statistic.
We'll not be bored anytime soon.
No, we
I
will
like
not be
he
bored.
tried to get somebody in the audience to tell him he was nuts.
That's right. It's like, that was a fantastic idea. So it's very inspiring. So pretty cool demos too. A couple of little technical glitches, but I think the notion of all of the convergence of the various types of technology, voice, video, data, is pretty cool. The other good thing was, and neat thing was, as we talked about yesterday, the big data center of the future, which has all of our products in it, was pretty phenomenal.
I did a good walkthrough. It was great to see kind of everything there all together. You know, any event like this always requires huge man-months of effort, and we shipped like 5 or 6 tons of equipment here to support the event. So you know, it was good to see it made it.
Yeah, but it is really cool. I mean, because it really is. It's you know, it's an opportunity to see in the wild, so to speak, a lot of like very advanced technologies that you hear about, you know, but you don't really ever get to see. And so,
like the hug a Nexus.
And not only what I like too is not just kind of that next cool thing, but if you have an existing product, you can go and talk to somebody that's going to be, oh, do you know this little feature and how you do this little tweak? It's like, oh, geez, great, thanks, you just saved me, you know, 15 minutes a day.
I had a great conversation with Brian Schwartz around the UCS manager, some like little tips and tricks and things like that. So exactly that's sort of video.
So definitely worth checking out if you haven't been there yet on the expo floor tomorrow. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think folks were kind of surprised to see everything that's tangible. It's not just PowerPoints, and also, like someone said, the mix of old stuff and new stuff. So it's, you know, there's still catalysts in the data center of the future, and that's
absolutely. Yep. Well, we talked about yesterday the very cool demo that we were all hearing about and seeing tweeted about, which was VM to VM vMotion across geographically distant data centers. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
That's basically been a project, a POC that we've been doing for a really big customer. You know, they drive us, right? So there's still a lot of things that we've got to do, and there's going to be even more around that as we get close to VMworld. But the technological pieces are there. It's really neat when people see that, because it kind of shows that what we're talking about, federation between sites and cloud topologies inside data centers, across data centers, all that stuff is real.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen that demo, definitely go to the VMware booth where it's being shown, which is pretty cool. I wrote down the fact that you said unitards. I have no idea what that means.
There was, like any show, there were plenty of interesting sights to see across the pavilion. Cisco has, I guess, this entire comic book universe that's going on.
Yeah. And a Rock Band universe.
So the Rock Band thing, I'm definitely going to hit. And I challenge you all. I can take you all to the Rock Band.
You can beat me at that, no problem.
How about we just give in and you can go by yourself?
My wife is a killer drummer.
We'll give you the practice.
Well, we're gonna segue from unitards to interclouds. So I think it's
as long as you don't use the tard part.
Okay, that's good. So you had your big show today.
Yeah, I did my session on achieving the intercloud pretty good packed group. Talked a lot about the parallels between the history of the internet and where we are with cloud computing today. What's about to happen with integrating clouds and how we can learn a lot from the past in that way, and the technologies that Cisco are working on in that direction. It's kind of fun. It's a 5 to 7 year ahead of time kind of presentation, which means I can say just about anything. But no, well received, and it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate the good questions I got from folks as well.
The best part about being a futurist is nobody can tell you you're wrong today.
Exactly.
So there's all sorts of interesting panels, discussions, tech briefings, all sorts of fantastic stuff going on. Tomorrow, I'm going to be wandering around talking a lot more with the partners, getting a little bit more deep as I've kind of now been able to narrow down some really interesting things that customers are interested in.
Yep.
There's some good booths out there. I mean, outside of ours, which are obviously should be visiting, but there are a lot of good other players out there with interesting solutions. As
a total propeller head, I love the fact that the Intel booth had all of their adapters of every flavor on like nice little glass cases.
Yes.
It's great to handle that stuff.
Yeah. I'm pumped about the sessions that are coming up tomorrow. There's some really, really cool in-depth sessions on everything from CCIE stuff to some more visionary stuff and everything from network to storage. So
and as we wrap it up, the last big session that we have, I think the big keynote tomorrow is Padma's again. We mentioned it. So
yeah, we're really excited about what she's going to say about, among other things, cloud computing. But this will be good.
So please stay tuned and come back and watch us tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.